What's up, party people? Android Stud here, and I got a treat for you guys. I have the OnePlus 9 Pro on the left, and I have the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra on the right. Now, I wanted to do a little comparison on these phones because I think they're the two best phones out there when it comes to the Android game. Now, Apple's iPhone 12 Pro Max is up there. So Apple fans, don't worry about it. You have a little bit in the game when it comes to that. But obviously, this is the Samsung device here with that beautiful black, has that quad camera setup that is just out of this world. This camera, well, we'll talk about that later. And then you got the OnePlus 9 Pro. This is a little bit different. Got the pine green, very nice phone. It's got that Hasselblad partnership, whatever you want to call it. You know, they brought their crayons to the game to improve the colors on some of the pictures on the OnePlus 9 Pro. These are both heavy hitter devices. I think they are probably the two best devices in the game right now, but they're a little different, okay? As far as price is concerned, this is the 12 gigabyte, 256 gigabyte storage version. You can get this for around $1,069. Slap on some tax, you're over $1,100. Get some cases, screen protector, you know, maybe a box of donuts. You're gonna be at $1,200. So now this from Samsung's $1,199, a little more pricey. So you're gonna be up at $1,300 after buying your cases, screen protectors, and maybe a bag of M&Ms. So about $1,100, about $1,200. So price difference varies. Now you get a 256 gigabytes of storage here. You only get 128 here, which from Samsung is kind of messed up. They should be 256, 512. I don't even know how we lived on 16 gigabytes of RAM, people. I don't know how we did it. That's just, I couldn't live like that anymore. It would be a problem. Now, as far as the colors are concerned, you got the morning mist, which is more of like a silver. You got the pine green. Here you got the phantom black. You got phantom silver, titanium silver. You got a bunch of other colors from Samsung that offers you more choices than you get on the OnePlus 9 Pro. Now, let's just jump right into the cameras, okay? Hasselblad partnership, color tuning, whatever you want to call it. It's got a quad camera setup on the back, 48 megapixel main, 50 megapixel ultra wide, which is phenomenal, by the way. Then you get a couple other lenses. Get a telephoto and a monochrome lens there. I don't know if that is just something that is even worth it, that fourth lens. Now, here on the back, you get some serious lenses here. You get the standard wide, ultra wide, and then two telephotos, which are absolutely phenomenal. This camera setup is absolutely excellent. Now, which camera I feel are better? S21 is the best camera right now, Ultra. Nothing beats it. Pixel's right there, but the problem with Pixel, they don't have a lot of versatility. I would give Pixel the portrait, the front-facing portrait, but I would give Samsung everything else. Video, ultra-wide, all that. Although OnePlus 9 Pro's ultra-wide is pretty damn good. This 50 megapixel ultra-wide is excellent. Show you a little picture here of some home projects we're doing. Look at this. Look at that countertop. I mean, look at that. That's that ultra-wide. It's absolutely sensational. Now, Samsung's is a little wider depth of field, and it's pretty good too. But hey, when it comes to cameras, you know, now 400 milliamp, 4,500 milliamp battery, 5,000 milliamp battery. This charges like a race car, so you get that warp charge in 65 watt charger, you charge in 30 minutes. This is gonna take you a little longer. If you get the 25 watt charger from Samsung, you could charge probably in about an hour and 10 minutes or so. I'm probably wrong on that. You guys have the internet, look it up. But as far as the warp charging, this is much faster. They also give you the charger in the box, where Samsung does not give you the charger in the box, which is absolutely stupid. They both have the Snapdragon 888, 12 gigabytes of RAM, so these things fly. Now, the operating system on the OnePlus 9 Pro, I actually like a little bit better than the camera system on the than the operating system on Samsung, because Samsung UI is good, but I think that the Oxygen OS is just great. I love how you can change the icons. I mean, you could do that on Samsung with get the Galaxy Store, change your themes, do all that kind of stuff. But for me, I think Oxygen is just better. So look, for me, I like the operating system on OnePlus 9 Pro. I think it gets the edge from me. This is just my opinion. I think Samsung UI, it still, I don't want to say lags, I don't want to say drags, but I just don't think it's as smooth as Oxygen OS, because I think it's just this is a heavier skin than this one, okay? So you have to keep that in mind when it comes to, you know, comparing these two when it comes to the operating system. But Samsung's UI has gotten a lot better. I like it's got a lot more features than the OnePlus 9 Pro. So you have to take that into consideration. Now, these are both this one is a heavy phone, man. This is thick. Look at this. I think this thing is, you know, you have this in your hand. This is thin, lighter. So you have to take that in consideration. Now, these screens are both really nice, but I tend to have to give the edge to Samsung a little bit, just by a little bit. Sometimes I think the OnePlus 9 Pro screen is really good though. I'm not gonna lie. This is a lovely looking screen. So, you know, I think at the end of the day, they're both good, but I would have to give, shout out to the dark mode, I would have to give the edge to probably Samsung. Just a little bit, but not by much. I mean, you're not robbing anybody by giving them this phone with this display. This display is excellent, really nice. You get a little bigger display on the Samsung S21 Ultra. I think too, it's maybe a little wider. Just a little wider and a little wider and a little taller. So I wish I was a baller, but look, this display is excellent. I like it. Let's see what else speakers. I think the S21 Ultra has better speakers, just a little louder, but I like how they both have Dolby Atmos, so that's a great quality on both phones. The fingerprint display reader, they're both really good on the Samsung and Samsung's improved because their fingerprint reader used to be slow. So I think they're both good, different technology, but both good. They both get in. They both have facial recognition. You know, it's a debate whether it's good, secure, or not as good as the iPhone or the Pixel 4 XL. So you have to look at that. Now, what else could we get into? Went over the colors, went over the battery, went over the cameras, went over the Oxygen OS versus Samsung UI. So look, man, night mode on these cameras are good, both good. I like Samsung's a little bit at times, but see, cameras are subjective sometimes, so you have to take that in consideration when you're considering the OnePlus 9 Pro over the S21 Ultra and vice versa. You know, you got to tell yourself, look, at the end of the day, they're both probably going to take good pictures. Maybe the Samsung's a little better. So you got to take all that into consideration when you're considering a phone. But look, $1,200, $1,100, it's up to you. You could probably get this a little cheaper now because it's been out for a while. So maybe you could pick it up for $999. If you could, then this is definitely the phone. I'd have to side with Samsung overall just because of their ecosystem that's gotten better, their display, their cameras, the battery life is good on here. It's just a very good phone, a lot of accessories. you know, it's the Apple of Android, basically, Samsung. So that's gonna do it, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, put a comment down below. That's the OnePlus 9 Pro versus the Samsung S21 Ultra. If I forgot anything, I blame you. I'm out. Peace.